Hello, my friend. This is the series on different existential philosophers on evil. And this one is about Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic philosopher, the Roman Stoic philosopher who was a Roman emperor and who did not believe that evil had anything to do with demonic forces or personal attacks from the universe, who believed that it was all about your own attitude and your own character. So he believed that evil was actually an error of your own judgment. This is very much in line with the Stoic tradition. He believed that the only true evil is moral vice, the failure of upholding yourself in no matter what the circumstances are. So the external evils like poverty or illness or reputation and even death are not evil per se. They are indifference. They are just things that happen in life. They are random almost. They only become bad for Marcus Aurelius if you allow them to corrupt your mind. If you give in to them, if you get overwhelmed by them, if you don't know how to accommodate them. So the internal evils are the only thing that are truly evil. And they are about your wrong-headed way of being a human being. They are your impulses like greed or anger or envy or selfishness. Marcus Aurelius actually said, injury to the soul is the only injury, which is quite something for somebody who used to lead armies in great battles. So he spoke with real knowledge and he was no slouch in the matter. So one of the most famous passages in his meditation is a reminder to himself in the morning, because this was like his diary, about the evil that he would encounter inevitably in other people. He didn't see these other people as bad or as evil or as monsters, but as clumsy or blind. They couldn't help themselves. They had not educated themselves. They had not smoothed out their character. So they were going to do these things to him. And his objective was to be equal to all of that. So the logic there is that people who do evil things do so because they are ignorant of the true nature of good and evil and the way in which it is possible to live your life in a much more accomplished way. This is still very much influenced by Socrates and Plato and Aristotle. So the response is that since you are kin with all these people, because we're all kin together, we're all part of the human family, you cannot be angry with people because they need your help, as it were. They need your understanding. You should view a rude or cruel person the same way you view a barking dog or a bad vegetable or a bitter cucumber. It's simply their nature. There is something not quite right about it, and it cannot hurt you or your character unless you are not prepared, unless you are not able to accommodate it. So he also from that perspective, came to view evil as necessary for the whole way in which life and the universe operate. Marcus Aurelius viewed the universe as one single living organism, which he called logos. So the word, the organization, the way things are arranged, the system, if you like, the structure of it all. In this cosmic logos system, everything has a part to play. Everything has a role. And it is for us to learn to see how that works and where everything fits in. And to think that if you get hurt in that system that is unfair is the same as it would be to think that it is unfair when your foot gets hurt because you have to walk through the mud. The foot needs to do its job if you need to tread on a path that is muddy. From the perspective of the whole body, the foot being in the mud is necessary to get the body home. So for the foot to complain about it would be absurd. In the same way, Marcus Aurelius felt that as an individual you're part of the whole of humanity and you have to play your part. You have to be prepared to accommodate some rudeness, some difficulty, some conflict, some fighting. You need to know this is how life works and take it on the chin. So what looks evil to you as an individual, like a natural disaster or aggression or personal loss, is actually part of a well-ordered universe. To complain about the well-ordered universe is to rebel against your own nature and the wider nature, and it's a complete mistake and you shouldn't be doing it. So Marcus Aurelius concludes that the appearance of evil in the world is actually an opportunity. This is a lot like Hegel in a funny sort of way. When someone treats you unfairly, it is a chance for you to practice justice. When you face hardship, it is a chance for you to practice fortitude, courage. Evil doesn't exist out there. It only exists in here as a response to something that is challenging to you. If you choose to respond with a corrupted soul, as he put it, then you make yourself vulnerable and you might get really hurt. If you respond from fortitude, it cannot hurt you. I quote, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." It is about showing yourself to become better and to feel empowered by your struggle and your hard work to get on top of these problems, rather than allowing yourself to get crushed by it all and to end up in an abyss of pain and suffering. That is, in a nutshell, what Stoicism, especially in the Marcus Aurelius version, is about, and it helps you to get stronger and sets you on your path to not let evil get to you in any form or shape, my friend.